This is the Global Economic, Commodities, Scrap Metal and Recycling Report by BENLEE Roll-Off Trailers and Lugger Trucks, December 16, 2019. U.S. steel production fell to 1.821 million tons. We could be near a low as the U.S.-China Phase 1 trade deal, which was announced on Friday, is a positive for the global economy. Oil rose to $59.88 a barrel, a multi-month high on the continued OPEC production cuts and the positive U.S.-China trade news. U.S. weekly oil production fell slightly to 12.8 million barrels a day, near the record level, as oil companies remain positive but under financial pressure due to the somewhat low prices we've seen. Iron ore rose to $93 a ton on hopes of global growth that's accelerating, especially in China, which manufactures about 50% of the world's steel. Scrap steel number one heavy melt was up to $229.33 on the very tight supply due to the low October and November prices. January could see higher prices yet again. Hot rolled coiled steel rose to $28.22 as steel mills pass on the increased scrap prices, with maybe more price increases to come. Copper rose to $2.79 per pound on the announcement of the U.S.-China Phase 1 trade deal and as U.S. recession fears continue to subside. Aluminum fell to 79.8 cents per pound as aluminum remains in very good supply in a slow economy. Repeating last week's chart, cardboard scrap OCC Southeast was steady at $35 a ton, a decade low on a slow economy and very good supply. China's November vehicle sales were up versus October, but down 3.6 versus last November, making it the 17th consecutive monthly decline in the year-over-year data. Tighter emission standards are hurting sales as older vehicles are going unsold, and the trade war hurts their economy. As a positive, China's November industrial production rose 6.2%. While down from the highs in recent years, it's still a solid number which should increase now that the trade war has somewhat been put on hold. Japan, which has the world's third largest economy after the US and China, had their October industrial production fall 7.7% versus last year, with the US-China trade war being one of the key reasons. US retail sales in November rose 0.2%. Sales of gasoline and vehicles slowed, as did spending on clothes and restaurants. Consumers remain a key to the economy as industrial production contracts. U.S. unemployment claims jumped to 252,000, the highest in over 2 years, as manufacturing continues in a contraction mode in much of the U.S. U.S. inflation in November rose to a one-year high of 2.1%. Core inflation, which excludes the volatile food and energy prices, was unchanged at 2.3%, which is above the Fed target of 2.0. Wall Street's Dow Jones average rose to 28,135, hitting a new record during the week on the positive U.S.-China trade news, continued slow growth, and, as said earlier, recession fears fading. This continues the outstanding 10-year run, creating huge wealth for those in the stock market. As always, feel free to call, leave a message on LinkedIn, or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.